Hey, you guys. So, one of the really important things that I want to make sure that as my kids, you guys have nailed down is money. So, I'm going to start a money series, and this is going to be the first one. So, money series number one. Some of this to my own kids is going to sound elementary, and you're already doing a lot of this. But for my future generations, I want to make sure that you guys understand where we're going to start with money. So let's get into it. Um, so, got my chalkboard. As little kids, you guys get given money. So you get allowance, maybe birthday money, Christmas money, and so you want to make sure that you have a place for that. So your piggy bank, basically. Your little kids, you don't need to put it in a bank. They charge you money to put it into a bank. Like basically, when you get into a bank, you're paying for a service. So if you're a little kid, get yourself a piggy bank. That's easy, right? And it doesn't have to be a fancy piggy bank. It could just be a jar. In fact, my kids have jars. When the piggy banks get too full, we just put it into a jar, put the lid on it, and then put it away. And what we're doing is we're saving that for when we have a real bigger source of income. So for my big kids who've already done this, that means you get a bank account. So number one for the little ones. For the little ones, you need a piggy bank. And for my older beauties, you need a bank. You need a bank account. Okay. Okay. So if you're not there, pause the video. If you're my little ones, go get yourself a piggy bank or a jar or something to store your money in. If you're one of my older beauties, you guys go take the money that you've saved from your piggy bank and get yourself a bank account. That is step number one, okay? You have to do that. Okay, step number two, we need a source of income. So right after that, everybody's gonna need this. So whether you're one of my peanuts or whether you're one of my older ones, you guys, you're gonna get yourself a source of income. So for a little one, that might mean like chores, allowance. If you could collect bottles. Every time you see a bottle lying on a street, that could be 5 cents, 10 cents, and I'm telling you, collect those, they add up. I knew a man who, oh man, he must have been in his 60s or 70s, and he still collect bottles, and he must have made about $800 a week, and he had it just lined up. He'd take his van, he'd go collect the bottles from the ball diamonds and things like that, and that was a great source of income. So bottles is another good one. Little kids, you guys can pick those up, and you can have a little bottle collection. Take it to the bottle depot, get yourself a couple bucks. You could, if you're a little bit bigger, maybe you're 10, you could rake the lawn. You could shovel. You just go door to door, say, hey, I'll shovel your driveway. You can give me, a donation, whatever you want, $5 to $20, depending on how big their driveways are. You could mow lawns. Any of you guys can do this. You can go make a little bit of extra money by mowing lawns. People hate mowing lawns. Or if they hate it, then you can profit off of that. So perfect. So get yourself a source of income. If you're older, then you can do all of this plus employment. By the time you're 14 years old, you should have a job. Lots of people hire 14 years old. I know that my big ones went to a trampoline park and they had jobs. So they got a source of income. Now, once you have all of that, so once you have your piggy bank or your bank account and you have a source of income or several sources of income, that's perfect. So this would be number 2 here. You need a source of income, all right? And then what you're going to want to do from there, and now here's where we sort of like branch out into something a little bit more tricky. Once you have that, you have your bank account, you have your source of income, then you need a second bank account. Amy, all right, big watch on the screen. You need a second account. Okay, so this is really important. You might be wondering, like, why? Why, Mom? Why do I need a second bank account? And so this is where it's going to come in. You got your source of income, you got your bank account, you got your second bank account, and what you're going to do is number 4, you're going to set up automatic transfers. Really, really easy, okay? Set up automatic transfers, okay? And so you're going to start really, really small. In your automatic transfers, they can be as little as $5 a week if this is sort of what you're still doing. But if you have a source of employment that's paying you minimum wage, which is about $14 an hour, you might have to get out your calculator and do some of the math. You should be able to save at least $5 a week. Okay, so you're not going to think that it's a lot, but if you can increase it and if you know how to do the percentage of math, I would say you really want to be doing 25%. So this is where you would have to be a little bit older to do the math on this. If you're having a paycheck come in from where you're going to work, you're going to want to set up automatic transfers for as little as $5 or as much as 25% of each paycheck. And you're just going to want to say do this every week. So every week or every 2 weeks, I want my bank account to automatically move money from my first account into my second account. And just do it. Leave it alone. So one of the rules about this second account, you're not going to touch it. Rule. Do not touch that bank account. Do you understand me? Don't touch it until I tell you. We're going to touch it later. But for now, at least for the next 2 or 3 years, you're going to leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Got me? Okay. So $5 to 25%. And that's as easy as when you choose your branch or when you choose which company or bank you're going to go with, and basically they're companies, so they want to sell you stuff. You need to make sure that you're picking one that's right for you. So you're going to want to get a bank account and then a second bank account at the same place where you can, for no money, transfer money from one to the other in an automatic way. And so you're going to just go into your page, you're going to click on it, you're going to go up to the transfers area, and you're going to say, transfer this much, and it's going to ask you the frequency. So how often? You're going to tell it as often as you want, but you don't want to empty this account into this account. You just want it to be skimming a little bit off the top. Skim a little bit off the top into this account, and then you're going to leave it alone. Okay? You do not touch it. Okay? Leave alone until I tell you otherwise. And so, my kids, that is how you start. I want to see you all succeed. I want to see you all feeling really comfortable with money and being brilliant. And I think that you all have total potential to do that. So get after it, you guys. That's what Mom would say. Love you.